Good evening. Okay, today's video is going to be about how to set a schedule for yourself, um, how to not get overwhelmed with sitting around waiting on rides during the lower times of the day. You know, kind of like filling out a schedule for yourself so that you can make the money that you need to make for whatever reason that you're driving Lyft. Okay. Also going to touch bases on a few things that you're going to face starting out driving as you begin to drive. And this goes for a driver, period, whether you're in your own car or you're in the Lyft Express program. These things are going to pertain to just the driver, no matter what car you're in, as long as, it's a car that you're supposed to be in. All right. So, okay, when you first start driving, you're going to be confused at how to read there's a chart on every day of the week, and it tells you of the demand, and it's some pinkish, purplish looking bars. And if you go to the day of the week that you're driving and you swipe up, you're going to see those bars. Okay. It tells you about the demand, how great that demand is in your area. It tells you what time of the day that demand is the most, is the strongest. And it tells you what time of when the bars reduce in length, then that means that demand is low. So the calls are not going to be coming in as much as they do if the bars are at a great deal of a length. So this is what I mean by you have to come up with some type of realistic schedule. And you want to try to get in there when you can get when the demand is kind of high. And you want to ride that out until the demand gets as low as possible. And you had to figure out how you want to take your break, or if you want to just make a work day and just like do a straight 6 hours or a straight 8 hours or either a straight 12 hours. I can almost tell you from experience, doing a straight 12 hours, put it this way, doing a straight 8 hours to 12 hours is strenuous. You're in the vehicle by yourself. There's going to be low demand times where you're going to be sitting around for like probably 30, 40 minutes at a time before you get a ride. That can become tiresome. It can become frustrating, especially if you're not a morning person and you start around 10-ish, something like that, in the morning, when those demand bars are kind of at a low level, it's going to be rough on you. The demand bars have days where they are in demand, really, really high in demand early in the morning to like 5 o'clock on up till about 10, 11. It depends on what area you're in, because the demand bars may be high all the time depending on what area you're in. But what I notice is the days that I have put a lot of strain on myself trying to work a straight 8 to 12 hours is frustrating. That's how I was getting frustrated in the beginning. You don't want to do that. You want to try to work 4 to 5 hours while the bars are in demand, back up when they're in low demand, come back out a couple hours later when the demand rises, and ride them out, you'll make decent money. Now, let's talk about the bonuses. Okay, Lyft, we're not talking about the guarantee bonus that you're going to be working towards in the beginning. And that's to accomplish it should be somewhere between 150, 160 rides, whatever amount of rides is attached to that guarantee that Lyft gives you, you know what I'm saying? So your goal is to try to get those knocked out as fast as you can. While you're doing that, you're going to be going through a stage, which is the first stage, which is silver. It's 3 stages that you get to: silver, gold, and platinum. And if you get out there and you drive, you're going to be working towards silver, as well as trying to knock off the 160 rides so you can receive a portion of the guarantee if you do not make that guaranteed amount. Okay. But getting back to the bonuses, they have these things called 3-ride bonuses, 3-ride streak bonuses. And either I've seen them from $9. So that means you got 3 rides in that streak bonus. You get paid for each one of those rides. And at the end of the ride, you're going to get either 1 or 3 bonuses. Like, for instance, you're going to either get a $9 bonus at the end of the ride, or you're going to get a $18 bonus, or either a $21 bonus. And I think they may change by the areas, okay? But these are the bonuses that I've been seeing attached to the 3-ride streaks in this area that I'm in. When you first starting out, they're going to throw those at you. And once you started completing most of the bonus and you get the bonus is to bait you in. I'm just going to be honest with you. That guarantee is to bait you in. Then they're going to throw the 3-ride streak bonuses at you. You might look up one day and you got 8 or 10 of them in one day. Every hour they come like this. They'll be like from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. That means you have to accept a ride from 5 to 6 a.m. in order to be locked in that bonus. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get that bonus done, as long as you get the first ride within that hour. Once you complete that bonus, you're going to get paid for each ride in that 3-ride streak bonus. And whatever that bonus is at the end of that 3-ride streak bonus, it's going to automatically go into your account. Now, then you're going to move on to the next bonus, and the next one, and the next one, as long as you get them within the time frame. Okay? Then you're going to look up some days and you're not going to have no bonuses. You're going to look up some weeks and you're not going to have no bonuses. Now, they will occasionally give you a ride bonus. And it'll be like $3 or $4, or you might go in a bonus zone in your area. The bonus zones are pink and purplish. And they range from $2.50 to as high. I've had them as high as $18 and $25. But in that area, you'll see it's going to show up on your phone. It's going to say you're in the bonus zone. And when you accept your next ride, you're going to get that bonus automatically. Okay? But there are going to be some weeks that's going to go by where they're not going to give you no 3-ride streak bonuses. Or if they do, they're going to be at times that you don't drive. So Lyft is a computer algorithm, okay? And the computer knows your driving schedule based on how you drive every day, okay? But they would take the bonuses and put them at certain times when you're not driving, when you normally don't drive. So in order for you to get those bonuses, you got to get up and go get those bonuses at those times, or just leave them. If you have a set time to drive, then you want to stick with that. You want to stick with that, and because those bonuses that they put out there like that, the demand sometimes be low at the times that they have the bonuses, and you'll go out there 1 o'clock in the morning and sit, waiting to get your first ride, and won't even get it because the demand will be low when they put the bonuses. It's like they play tricks. They play games with the bonuses. They do all kind of stuff, you know. And those are things that you're going to have to get used to. Just remember, they're going to spoil you with those bonuses in the beginning. But then they're going to take them all away. And it's going to be a couple of weeks where you don't have them at all, and you just got to get out there, and you got to drive, and you got to grind. And it's going to be frustrating and it's hard because with those bonuses, you do get extra dollars. You do make a nice little piece of money on a daily basis. But when they take those bonuses away and you just got to get out there and you got to drive and you got to go, that's when it's going to be hard to you. So I'm telling you this because they're not going to tell you all this. They'll mention certain things because, and what I mean by there's different YouTubers that have channels about Rideshare, and they're talking about Uber and they're talking about Lyft, and they're talking about certain things, which, you know, I have the utmost respect for all of them. I looked at a few of them channels, and until I started driving, I had to find out. Majority of the stuff you find out when you get in the car and started driving, when you start driving yourself. Because looking at those videos is all about how much money, most of them are all about how much money they're making in their area. Oh, I made this much this week, I made that much this week. They even got people calling in, doing conference calls and video calls from other states. Oh, yeah, well, I made this much in my state. I made this much in my state. Yeah, you can do the same thing, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to say this one more time. And I said this in my video, the first video. Everybody's results are going to be totally different. There isn't a strategy that someone will sell you. Because 9 times out of 10, that's what they're going to do. They're going to sell your strategy. Someone may tell you a strategy that may work for them in their area. Everybody's area is going to be different. Because everybody's area pays different cents per mile. And also, whether you're in the rental car program, whether you're in the Lyft Express program or you're driving your own car. And the price of gas is the most important thing in your area. Now, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to say the apps work for them. Upside, whatever apps they have out there, they say that they work, and they may do work for them. You know what I'm saying? But just because it worked for them, that does not mean it's going to work for you. This is on-the-job training. Once you can look at all the videos you want, but once you get in that car and you started driving, it's a totally different ball game. All of that, the feel-good stories about how much money they made for the week, or whatever in their area, you're going to see totally different. Because everybody's area pays different cents per mile. Everybody has different gas prices. And everybody does not get bonuses all the time. And a lot of that money that's being made by those people on a weekly basis in those areas, they're in high demand areas, and they're getting a lot of bonuses. I guarantee you they're getting a lot of bonuses, all kind of bonuses. No, Lyft has all kind of things that they do, especially for people that's really helping them promote their platform. Now, I don't know if they treat those riders any different. I don't know if they treat those drivers any different with bonuses and cents per mile. But they got YouTube channels that's doing pretty good, and I commend them for that. You know, they took the time and effort to put in there for their YouTube channels, and they have other streams of income coming in, and they're trying to show you how to do the same thing. You know, and that's cool and everything. I don't have no problems with nobody how they do what they do. But if we're drivers that's driving for Lyft, and Lyft is printing money 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Lyft is taking big amounts of money from each driver on every trip that they complete. And we shouldn't be struggling with gas prices. That's something that we're going to talk about later on in videos to come. And I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, my videos are not going to talk about how much money is being made, how much money I made, or none of that stuff. And like I said, I have no problem with people that have those types of videos. You know, shoot, I commend them. You know what I'm saying? Get that bread. I'm gonna talk to you about things that you're gonna actually experience as a driver, because that's what's important. Getting the bag is important too, but knowing what you're actually getting into is more important than anything, because it's nothing worse than getting involved in something and then get overwhelmed, because you can be blinded by what they're showing on YouTube, because it happened to me. Now, I'm going to tell you something, because it happened to me. Looking at, I'm not going to specify what videos, what YouTubers' videos I'm speaking on, but I'm just going to say, I looked at some of those videos, and I looked at them for a while. And these are the people that have the followers, the subscribers, and they're properly monetized because they built their following up. It took hard work to build that following up, and I commend them for that. Okay, and as you start doing videos, you get better. Okay. What I learned is you have to have your own mind. You can get caught up in that person's videos and listen to all the stuff, the good stuff they're talking about, and they have their ways of motivating you, telling you to, you know, stop complaining, you know, get out there and drive, you know, make, don't be around anyone that's talking negative. Don't look at nobody's videos that's talking negative, because they probably didn't put in the effort and they're just complaining, and they're probably just looking for something quick to happen, and it didn't work out for them, so they're posting bad videos. Let me clarify that. I don't care how many subscribers a person has. I don't care about the following that they have on any platforms. Can't no one speak on another person's experience as a Lyft driver. They can insinuate, but they cannot speak on it because they weren't there. Everybody's going to have different experiences. Okay? And with those experiences, you know, people are going to have their opinions, and based off of what happened to them or how things didn't work out for them. Okay, maybe they had a bad strategy. That does not mean that I can tell them that they didn't put in the effort. Okay, because at least they signed up and they drove. That's more of an effort there. It's not going to work out for everybody, you know, but no one has the right to say who didn't put in the effort, telling you that in their videos. Don't look at their videos. Don't be around nobody talking negative, all that stuff. The plot behind that is to keep you engaged in their videos. And I did it. I would go there and I was just waiting on those videos to drop. And I would look at all of the other videos, and I would look at the person's subscribers, and then I would look at the person's views and stuff, and I wouldn't look at the videos. They'll be like, Lyft is bad or something, and I'll be like, I ain't listening to that. I'm going back to the people that I was listening to that said don't listen to them. Now, what I learned when I started driving is I started going back looking at some of those videos, and all of the stuff that was happening to me in the beginning were in those people's videos. Yes, their videos might not have great lighting like mine don't. They might be a little rough. They might not be shaped up. They might not have no cool glasses on. They might not be sitting in a gamer's chair with the pillow on the back, you know, in a lighted condo or something, you know, none of that. They might just be a regular person, maybe sitting in a park or sitting in a car talking to you, and they're telling you their experience with Lyft. You cannot discredit these people because they don't have the followers or the views. What I learned about YouTube is YouTube gravitates towards bright and vibrant stuff, colors and bright attitudes and all types of stuff, and all kinds of numbers, and hey, you can work from home and you can make $10,000. Let me show you how. Everybody on YouTube and everybody in the world will go jump to that video and look at it. But a person saying that's not possible, is something more to that, and they're trying to explain why. Don't nobody want to listen to that. Don't nobody want to listen to that, you know. So that's why you see a lot of videos where people talking about Lyft and Uber, and they're expressing their opinions and things that happen to them. They have no views, and nobody subscribed to their channel or anything. They barely do, because they're not saying, what's up, everybody? I'm coming at you today letting you know that I made $2,500 this week. And it was gravy. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to talk about how I did it and this, that, and the third. You can follow me day to day. You know, all that stuff like that. No, you're sitting in a car like me, and I'm telling you actually what's going to happen to you as a driver in the beginning. and as you move forward. Okay? So, you know, I'm going to be as real with you as I can. I've been talking quite a bit here, but hey, I'm trying to bring some type of value to you to try to get you to understand, to try to understand what you're getting into, because this is tricky. And tomorrow we're going to talk about customers, and I'm going to break it down for you. And it's going to be 100% real. And those customers are the same everywhere you go. No matter what, people are people. And you got a few types of them, customers. And I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to show you how to engage with people. I'm going to give you some pointers on interaction. What I found that works. You know, I got some value, and I'm going to bring it to you. And like I said, we're going to build a community of realistic rideshare drivers. And we're going to help each other get to the next level. Now, we all are not going to continue to be rideshare drivers forever, because I got some things in the works that's going to help us become bosses. You get it? So stay tuned. And until the next video, which is tomorrow, keep it tight, baby. And I'll get back with you tomorrow.